true crime top 20.
Yeah, well, it was only there in the first place, I told you, because of your spending spree. And talking of which, Ty, we really need to move the rest of them books out the outhouse. The sooner they're in the flipping landfill, the better.
Well, don't let Marie hear you talking like that.
Well, recycle then. Whatever they do with them, it's got to be better use of paper than that flipping trash.
Right, I'll bag them up today and get them down the tip.
OK, ready when you are.
What, 8:30? It's got to be a new record, that, ain't it?
No point hanging about. See you by the car.
OK, have a great day, love.
I will.
Hey, we was worried that she wouldn't want to go in. I mean, she seems happier than she's been in a long time.
Yeah, I don't know whether to be relieved or worried.
Well, fingers crossed we're through the worst of all this and we can get back to some kind of normal life, eh?
What's that? Can't remember. Where's the fire?
Have you seen the time? 25 minutes on the bus to Eliza's school, and I haven't even done a breakfast yet.
Calm down.
You know what bus timetables are like? They're the best guess. I mean, all it takes is a set of temporary traffic lights, or a 93-year-old out in a Honda Jazz to buy a tin of cat food or stuff.
You've plenty of time.
Yeah, but, you know, I want you to do a decent breakfast. Get some brain food inside her.
I made her some porridge with honey, and she ate the lot.
Did she?
Clean the bowl. Just like Goldilocks. Apparently, it was just right.
I've still got to get her ready, though.
Alia's upstairs doing Eliza's hair as we speak.
All right. Oh, well, I feel like a spare part.
Oh, there's no pleasing some people. Would you rather be panicking about being late?
No. I'm grateful. And I really appreciate you making her feel so welcome.
I told you, she is family now.
All right, here she is. Right then, you ready for the off?
Yeah, can Alia take me to school?
Oh, I'd love to, but it's my first day in a new job. I can't afford to be late.
Yeah, it's all right, love. I'm going to take you.
OK.
Don't you look pretty?
Alia done my French plaits.
Well, if it doesn't work out at the solicitor's, you should try the salon.
Well, let's just see how today goes.
Hey, you're going to knock it right out of the park.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah, see you. Bye.
Ta-da.
Right, we better get a move on, eh?
I'm just gonna go get my bag.
Well, it looks like I'm second choice.
Don't be jealous. Alia's the glamorous big sister all girls Eliza's age want to show off. Ooh.
I still think this is a stupid idea. You know what Harvey's like? He could say anything. Sam could end up totally traumatized.
Right, we don't like it any more than you do, but it's a risk we've got to take, OK?
Why? You two are the grown-ups here, right? It's not Sam's call, it's yours.
Yeah, but the facilitator seems to think that it might be beneficial.
And what if it's not? She's not really the one who has to pick up all the pieces.
OK, look, Sam's not going to rest until he's done this, all right? And I wish I could talk him out of it, I really do, but it's what he wants, and Natasha was his mum. If it gets too much from the facilitator, we'll pull him out, and if she doesn't, well, then I will.
And what if it's too late by then? And the damage is already done? You guys should be protecting him. Even if he does end up hating you for it.
Oh, he's got a point, you know. Parenting isn't a popularity contest, is it?
Nick, come on. It's not like you're deciding whether he can have an ice cream or letting him stay up late. You've given this a lot of thought.
Yeah, and I still haven't got any answers. Yeah, my head's so chock full of all that stuff with the bistro. I haven't forgotten, by the way.
Oh, look, don't worry. You've got so much on your plate. Listen, I'll sort out the money. I'll do some research.
Yeah, find out which banks are easy to do over. Well, maybe I'll ask Harvey.
I can't believe I was still in bed while my friends were starting geography.
Well, as long as you're not doing all this to have a lie-in and have the day off school, mister.
I really appreciate you guys letting me do this. I know it's been a tough decision for you.
Yeah, you can say that again. Hey, look, buddy. I'm not going to pretend that this couldn't be a really big mistake. But I know how important it is to you. And even if it is a bad idea, well, at least we'll know. We won't be wondering.
And we ought to go.
Yeah. Yeah, we should.
Good luck.
You too.
Well, I've done what I can with it, but I've told Nigel time and again, if he thinks substituting large ears for a large nose is going to overcome the Serrano issue, he's mistaken. Oh, Brian's going to wear a prosthetic pair. Yeah, which I fear will make him look more like Mr. Spock than a romantic hero. This afternoon, well, I'm free post-rehearsal. Yeah, I can see you in the pub later. All right, Wendy. See you then. Bye.
Author!
Oh. Script doctor. Technically, it's Nigel's play.
Oh, come now. If we're talking organ grinders and monkeys, it'd be Nigel I'd be giving the banana to. That's why I've come to see you. I wondered if we could run through some of the lines before rehearsal.
Oh, well, I'd love to, but I'm going out for lunch.
Well, why don't I join you? I skipped my overnight oats and could do with something substantial inside of me.
Oh, well, as much as I'd love to, he's an old university friend. But I'm coming to rehearsals later so we could iron out any issues there.
I do hope so. I'm going through something of a crisis.
Crisis?
Yes, I've been tossing myself silly all night. I mean, in the new version, Lady Winterden goes on this big journey. Vulnerable and bullied I can do. I've been rehearsing all my life for that, but in the first part, when she's sassy and confident and being pursued by men, well, I haven't really been wooed by that many. In fact, I haven't been wooed very much at all, as much as I would have liked.
I suppose it's just a matter of summoning up the fiery inner temptress.
But I can't, Ken. Her fire's almost out. Too many men have doused her flames with the torrent of their indifference. You know, I'm soaked through with it.
Well, you can't get inspiration from within, then draw it from without. Look to some of the sirens from the golden age of Hollywood. Barbara Stanwyck, Rita Hayworth, Joan Crawford.
Oh, do you really think I've got the chops to bring off Joan Crawford?
Well, if anybody can do it, I'm sure you can. I really must run. I'll see you later.
Joan Crawford.
Oh, hiya. You all right? I think you know the answer to that. Listen, if what you say is true, then you're well rid.
Yeah, I know, but since when did that make things any easier? Oh, Leigh, I just can't get my head around Spider. Like, what? One minute he's chaining himself to trees and saving the planet, and the next he's a white supremacist.
Can't believe it myself, but people change, I suppose.
Yeah, but this isn't like, I don't know, parting your hair on the other side or ditching county for Man City. I mean, this is like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. However much I think about it, it just makes no sense.
Right, well, stop thinking about it then. Right, come on, let's go out. Let's go and get some cocktails somewhere and just pretend the world's a nicer place.
No, you're busy, aren't you? I don't want to drag you away from work.
I'm the one doing the dragging, and anyway, you're not going to sit on the sofa all day, eating your own body weight in hobnobs and feeling sorry for yourself.
Actually sounds like the perfect afternoon.
Yeah, well, not for me. Not while Nick and Sam are sat across the table from Harvick. Just the thought of it makes me feel sick.
Okay, in that case, I suggest that we do lunch. The boozier, the better.
Yeah, and that is the right answer.
It's good to see you. Some people don't even make it this far.
Yeah, well, I wasn't sure we were going to be honest.
I was.
I just want to make sure he's protected, okay?
That's my first responsibility. As I explained, the absolute core principle of this process is to address Sam's needs and ensure no further harm.
I'll be okay.
Karis will be the judge of that. I need you to accept it, okay?
So long as we don't give up too easily. I know it'll be difficult.
You're a very wise young man, which is the main reason you're here. Now, having dealt with Mr. Gaskill, I've got no doubt there'll be tricky moments today, but I won't terminate the session unless I deem it absolutely necessary.
Thank you.
But if at any time you feel uncomfortable, either of you, you let me know and we'll take a break. We can throw as much time at this as you want.
Yeah, well, guess Mr. Gaskell's not going anywhere, is he?
Well, he does have the right to end the meeting, though, so it's probably best not to provoke him unnecessarily.
Dad?
I'll do my best. Come on, let's get it over with.
Compliments to the chef. I mean, it really is amazing. what you can do with a bit of cheese and pickle nowadays, isn't it? Dessert, mate? Oh, no. Honestly, I couldn't possibly. Yeah, go on then. Just got some books to shift here first. No.
They call me an evil genius in here. You don't get away with offing as many people as my dad did without having brains.
But he didn't get away with it.
He died. Police never caught him. He never went to prison. Not for that, anyway.
So, is it true that he used to teach here?
Yeah. Sometimes, when I'm in the English department, I feel like he's still there, guiding me, looking over my shoulder.
Must have been a rubbish teacher. You only got 3 for your last essay.
He was a brilliant teacher. It was all he ever wanted to do, and he was willing to kill for it. Maybe I'll ask him to teach you a lesson next time we've got English. What time is it?
5 past. Hope he's not playing games with us.
He'll be here.
Look.
For me, Mr. Popular. What can I do for you, ladies?
So there's no pressure on either of you to go anywhere you don't want to?
That include back to myself, yeah? Looks nothing like it did in the brochure. To you, Mrs. give it a slap. Or she'll like it rough. Won't surprise me, she doesn't look the type.
Oh, watch your mouth.
What are you gonna do?
That's enough. We are here for Sam, to help Sam come to terms with what happened, help him understand it.
Oh, yeah, that's nice for you. I'm here because it beats sitting in my cell playing the world's shortest game of I Spy.
I knew this was a waste of time. Come on, Sam.
No.
We've completely got off on the wrong foot here. I'm going to call a timeout.
Timeout. Basketball courts in the yard, love. You want a break? Yeah, go on, suits me. Timeout. One thing I can't stand, Americanisms. An old associate of mine once started banging on about dumpsters. Ended up in one, didn't he? Go on, if you want your little break, go on. Take him for a wee.
Hello.
Oh, hiya.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm on a break.
Isn't that what they call a busman's holiday?
But I've got it all planned, you see. I'm going to do us a casserole tonight, get some veg into Eliza. So I'm going to leave it on simmer, finish my shift at speed dial, pick Eliza up from school, come back here, serve up, wash up, and then put my feet up.
How was the school run?
Well, it was quiet. Well, at least she was. I mean, I was going 100 to a dozen.
You mustn't be scared of silence.
I'm not scared of it. I'm terrified. You know, I just don't like the idea of Eliza being trapped in her own thoughts about her mum and all this.
You are not going to stop her thinking about all that. She's bound to be overwhelmed. It's nothing personal. You'll be of no use to her if you drive yourself into an early grave. Is there nothing I can do?
You've done enough just by putting a roof over her head. Besides, you know, I want Eliza to know that she can trust me, rely on me. She's already been let down more than a girl her age should. And I'm going to show her those days are over.
Nigel, I cannot wear those ridiculous ears. It's a serious trauma, not Dumbo. Well, they need to be striking. Striking? I'll be striking everyone within a 6-foot radius every time I turn around. I'm meant to be playing a grieving widower with slightly larger ears, not Joddle Bank on legs. I'll have a think about it. Right, and where's Mary? Huh? We need to get started. I've got a Freshco delivery coming at 4.
She was a little fretful about her performance earlier in the light of my revision, but I tried to reassure her.
Oh, Mary isn't a problem. I think she's been magnificent, I have to say. I agree. She's pitched it just right. There's nothing worse than having to tell an actor that they need to dial it down. I hope that wasn't directed at my performance.
Let's just try and keep it smaller than your ears, yeah? Ah, here she is, our leading lady.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. I've just spent the afternoon lunching with Mildred Pierce.
Can't say I know her. Is she local?
She's the eponymous heroine of the 1945 classic movie, as played by the incomparable Ms. Joan Crawford.
Right, okay. Well, let's take it from scene 9, speech 7. Yeah? You got that? Yeah, as I think that really captures the essence of this phase of their relationship. Yeah. Now, you remember, Mayor? You are only the second person in Cyril's life who can see beyond his ears.
She'll have a job if I wear the ones you've come up with.
Yeah, just put them on. Now, settle down and go.
You think I would turn away from you on account of your ears?
The prominence doesn't offend you.
You only offend me with a suggestion.
I think they give you nobility.
I know, I'm posing for effect.
Oh, yeah, I forgot my lines effect.
Children, please. Let's go from your line, Mayor.
You only offend me with the suggestion. What are you doing?
I don't know what you were looking at.
I'm staring off into the middle distance.
I thought you were having some sort of funny turn.
It's called acting. You should try it sometime. Joan wouldn't suffer fools, and neither will I.
Okay, right. Well, we'll take 5.
What in heaven's name was all that?
I've no idea. Where did that come from?
I think I might be able to shed a little light.
He's treating the whole process with contempt. I mean, hasn't he hurt us enough for that twisting the knife in?
I think this is Sam's call.
He's not talking. It's clearly too much for him.
No, it's not.
You haven't said anything, Betty. You know, you've gone to all this trouble to make it happen.
It's a Danish gambit.
What?
It's a chess opening. It allows you to assess an opponent's strengths and weaknesses. He hasn't looked at me once. He's nervous of me. Especially since I haven't said much.
Oh, Sam. I don't think Harvey's scared of anyone.
We'll see. Won't we? I want to carry on, please.
OK. Just so long as Dad doesn't allow Mr. Gaskill to push his buttons.
Yeah, I'll do my best. I'm not making any promises.
OK.
Max deserves an Oscar for the edit he did on that video. Look how many views it's had.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, well, I just hope his dad hasn't been on in his ear hole.
What teenager ever listened to their parents?
Yeah. I've been texting him about meeting up today, but he hasn't replied. It's not like him.
Right.
We can't afford to lose him now. Not while we're gaining this kind of traction. No, we are on the march, my friend.
Ah, where to, though? What's the next move?
I like your enthusiasm, but you're gonna have to be patient. Don't worry, it's all in hand.
Yeah, I've heard of nursing a pint, but that's the full Florence Nightingale.
What?
Well, are you going to finish those drinks sometime today? Because there's a difference between a hostelry and a hostel.
I wasn't aware there was a time limit, darling.
I am many things, but I am not, and I never will be, your darling. Towels go on at 11, just so you know. Thank you.
Oh.
You're right, love.
Yeah, I am, but are you? What's with the weird text?
Text?
About the books in the outhouse.
Oh, I was just saying thanks. You've saved me a trip to the tip. What's weird about that?
Nothing, except I haven't been anywhere near it.
Well, where are the books, then?
What's your grand's name?
It's Sheila with an I. You know, she loves this kind of stuff. She's got a whole shelf devoted to serial killers at her bungalow.
Bet she hasn't got one signed by a family member, though. Best wishes or love?
Love might feel a bit weird. Go for best wishes.
Okay, that'll be a £5.
A £5?
These are going for 16 quid in the shops. With my autograph, you'll get 50 online, easy.
You reckon? Can I have another one? Just sign it. You don't have to put my grand's name on it. You know, it might knock the price down.
Sorry, it's one per customer. Don't want people going home disappointed.
Used to be a time you could come to the pub and just, you know, have a bit of banter with a totty behind the bar and have a drink.
Different days.
Better days if you ask me.
I certainly didn't.
See what I mean? If we're not careful, we're going to lose something very precious.
Yeah, like your 2 front teeth if you don't mind your necking.
Well, thanks for lunch. That was just what I needed. Yeah, you and me both. You know, I think he's the last in a long line of men who've let me down. I'm done with him. Yeah, maybe don't make promises you can't keep, eh? Right, I've got a bottle of wine back at the flat if you want. No. He's the one who should be ashamed to show his face, not me.
Better tell this kid stop staring at me and crack on, yeah? What an appointment with a sock full of pool balls and an old friend on B-wing.
OK, Sam, what would you like to say?
Why didn't you fill in any of my questionnaires?
Because I thought, after I ignored the first 10, that you'd get the message, right? I'm sick of your constant letters, so just say what you got to say. The sooner we get this done, the better.
Finally, something we can agree on.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, and?
How does it make you feel, looking at it?
Like I've got somewhere else better to be. Like anywhere else. I'll see you in a bit.
Why are you so scared of her? Scared of me?
I'm scared of nothing and no one, little man.
Then why are you running away from us?
All right, you want to do this? All right, let's do it. Come on. You might not like what you're going to hear.
No way. No, they're the ones who should scuttle back under the rock that they crawled out from under. How they can show their faces after what they did to Darian.
Nothing to do with us, sweetheart.
I never laid a finger on him.
And why should I believe a single word you say?
I don't know, you can look at yourself in a mirror.
With pride. We're the only ones who realise the danger this country's in. We're the only one with our eyes
Save your
open.
breath, mate. I didn't come here to lecture people. I came here for a quiet pint. Same again, please.
I don't think so. You know, I was thinking about barring you and your gang anyway, and that little speech just made my mind up for me.
I haven't finished my pint.
You have now. And I hope you enjoyed it, because it's the last one you're ever gonna get in here. Now do one.
Whether you like it or not, there's a hard rain coming, ladies. And my advice to you is to make sure you're under the right umbrella.
Now you've had time to reflect. You must have some thoughts.
Yeah, it shouldn't have happened, yeah. What else do you want me to say?
Sorry, might be a start.
Of course I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm sat here for the kick-off. I'm sorry your missus didn't get what was coming to her. How's that?
See, he's learned nothing. He's incapable of learning.
I'm not. I want to know why he thinks he's got the right to take another human life.
That's how it is in my world. If you'd have grown up when I did, you'd know.
Oh, come on, we've all had rough starts. Doesn't mean we turn into psychopaths.
Yeah, most of them don't have $250,000 in the bank either, do they?
This is about more than money. Did you suffer any kind of physical or psychological trauma growing up?
Seriously? If he wants to play psychiatrist, he can get himself another guinea pig.
I could, but they wouldn't have killed a person I love most in the world. Did you ever kill as a child?
What, a person?
I was thinking about animals, really, for sport.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did, yeah, because I was really big in the local fox hunt. I would always be there, in my red jacket, my riding boots, blowing my little horn. And there was the grouse shooting in Scotland every year. Did that.
A lot of murderers start out with animals.
Listen, I might kill the odd spider, only when he had it coming to him. I wasn't tying fireworks to cats. That's what you're driving at. In fact, I kicked my mate's head in once because he punched his dog.
Wow, you're all hard.
Interesting. So, my mum was the first actual person you've killed?
If it wasn't, lad, you think I'd tell you? Time to move on, kid.
Your wife is dead?
Yes, I've been condemned to a life of unremitting loneliness on my estate.
I cannot tell you how much that breaks my heart.
You just did.
Please, Brian, the ad-libs are not helping.
I'm just trying to introduce a note of levity.
Continue.
My soul has been frozen, cold, impenetrable, until the day I happened upon the blowtorch of your smile. It sounds like I've had an industrial accident rather than a romantic assignation.
I can change it if you like.
No. That's one of the only pieces of my original dialogue left. And I think it's a rather powerful image. So carry on.
Oh, Cyril, I burn for you with a heat that would melt the very alpine snow. My heart is yours if you would just but take it, take it, take it!
And curtain.
Woo!
Yeah.
And a whole other act to go. My goodness, I am completely drained by that.
I'm not the only one.
Well, why don't you go and get some refreshment? Yeah, we'll pick it up in 10.
Yes, yes, I think a restorative cup of coffee would be just the ticket.
Oh, I need something stronger than that. There's an elephant in the room, gentlemen, or upon that stage. And not the one with the big ears.
Joan Crawford, what were you thinking of?
Oh, she was struggling with her character.
And that's an improvement. I keep expecting her to shout, "Gordon's alive!"
I can't put her on a stage like that.
Oh, what choice have you got?
We always have choices. Yeah. The Grande Dame of Northwest Theatres in my contacts. Yeah. I once saw her head a garbler, and it was a sight to behold, I can tell you.
What if she's not available at such short notice?
Well, she's just finished a run of the Glass Menagerie. She could play Mary's role with her eyes shut.
Hold on. I agree we need to do something. You can't just bump Mary. She'd be heartbroken.
Brian's right. Let me talk to Mary. I might be able to persuade her to pull things back a little.
I'll have a think. But I'm afraid I may need to make that call. Sorry.
Oh, I'm glad you're home.
Why? Is everything okay?
Yeah, it's fine. We just wanted to have a little chat, that's all.
Yeah, we want to talk to you, love, about the books.
Books?
Yeah, the book about your dad. There was a pile of them in the outhouse. I bought loads of them because I didn't want people round here getting a copy.
You never heard of the internet?
Yeah, OK, I was daft. I wasn't thinking straight at the time.
It's just, they're not there now.
Okay.
And, I haven't moved them, neither has your dad. And Ruby swears she's never touched them, so...
That leaves me.
And we promise we won't be angry if you've got rid of them, right? We want you to tell us the truth and we'll understand, OK?
Absolutely. We just need to know what's happened to them.
I wanted to talk about your upbringing, your parents.
Now, to be said, Dad died years ago. Auntie Sharon took in me and my brother. And thanks to her tender guidance, here I am.
And where's your brother now?
That's me. We have what you might call a love-hate relationship. You're like the Gallagher brothers, you know? Except better looking.
So what happened to your mother? What happened to...
I heard you. She died when I was a kid.
How old are you?
Does it matter?
It might.
It's 14.
Ah.
Do you mean, Are you writing?
The loss of a parent is classified as an adverse childhood experience. One report revealed 8 in 10 prisoners have at least one ace, while nearly half had 4 or more aces.
This kid for real or what?
Oh, don't underestimate him.
Did your mother's death send you off the rails?
Did your mother's death send you off the rails?
A bit, but I don't intend to turn into you.
That's good. It's good, that kid. 'Cause no offence, I think you struggle on the street. You know, as we're talking about family, how's this feel? Sitting across from your mum's killer. Eh? Because I'd have given anything to have 5 minutes with my mum's cancer. I'd have tore it apart. How do you feel about me, little man?
OK, Gareth, I think that's enough now.
No, I'm OK. I'm not the one who's upset.
What were you doing in there in the first place?
I needed some oil for my bike chain.
Well, I could have sorted that for you. What was the problem?
Well, never mind that. What did you do then when you found the books?
Nothing at first. I was in shock.
Yeah, I bet you were.
I'm OK now, but when I first saw him, his face everywhere. I just had to get rid.
Right, well, what did you do then?
Stuck him in a bin liner and lobbed him into a skip on Tile Street.
Oh, love. Why didn't you say something to us?
I just didn't want to think about it. Put it out of my head. Something like that could have been dead triggering. Can we not talk about it, please?
Absolutely. Whatever you want to do, OK?
Yeah. We are so sorry, you know that. We really are.
Woo! I needed that. After all that emoting, I needed a stiff one, and that barely touched the sides.
Right. It was quite a gear change, your performance.
Oh, and I have you to thank for that. Your advice was transformative.
You can say that again.
You know, I was hesitant at first, but then I found my voice. And a guiding light in Joan Crawford. I will never not follow her lead ever again.
Well, I'm pleased you got the inspiration, but it's important to remember that the cinema and theatre are different media.
No, absolutely. I mean, there's no close-ups in the theatre. You've got to be able to reach the back row. That's why Joan is such a great model. She never left you wondering.
Indeed, indeed. Wendy, you've done a lot of theatre. What's your view?
Well, I'm firmly of the belief that restraint is an undervalued virtue.
Well, that's a very good piece of advice for bit players. I mean, you don't want to be stealing scenes from the principals, but when you're the lead, you have to own the stage. And when I tread those boards, I want every pair of eyes in the house to be on me.
I think you can be pretty certain of that.
Well, now, if you excuse me, I have to metamorphose from leading lady to humble florist. But I hope both my roles will be united by bouquets. Goodbye.
I thought you were going to say something. I tried, but you heard her. If we can't persuade her, Nigel's going to replace her. She'll be humiliated.
Was she really that bad?
Even if I'd been more direct, I don't think she's able to listen to anybody now. She's got the bit between her teeth, not to mention the scenery.
Come on, you must be nearly finished by now. The police didn't ask me this many questions.
I'm almost done, but I want you to really look back at what you've done. Not just killing my mum. Everything. When you think about all the hurt you've caused, do you feel any remorse?
It'd make you feel better if I said I did.
That's not why I'm asking. Would you make the same decisions again?
Well, if I didn't know it'd lead me here, then probably, yeah. I did what I had to do.
Do you think your mother would be proud of your choices?
It's got nothing to do with her.
I think it has. What was she like? Would she have approved of your life?
Of course she wouldn't. What sort of a mum wants a jailbird as a son, eh? My mum was decent. She wanted the best for us. You know, when everyone said she had nothing, she'd give them the last fiver if they were in trouble. What good did it do her? What good did it do her? Dead at 42.
My mum was 40. She sounded a lot like yours. Loving, kind. I miss her every day. Is that how you feel?
I'm done with this. Listen, right? No more questionnaires, no more letters, right? I'm done with you. No more! Open this gate, man!
All right.
Thank you.
How's the food?
Nice.
Not too rich, is it?
No?
Let the poor girl eat.
Sorry. But if you need any more, just ask, because there's loads in the pot.
I'm okay, thanks. I don't want to get too full.
Come on, you're a grown girl. You need a decent meal inside you.
I know, but I've got gymnastics tonight.
Have you?
Where's that, dear?
At the leisure centre at 2:15. I go every week.
Which leisure centre?
The one near my school. If that's all right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, of course it is. It's fine, yeah. I mean, you need to practice if you're going to win a gold medal one day, eh?
Hey, look, thanks for coming.
No worries. Is he all right?
It's hard to say. I think he could really do with a friend.
How'd it go? I'm glad I did it. I just wish I had more time with Harvey. Really? I'd spent the whole time wanting to attack him. That wouldn't have made me feel any better. How was your day? Epic. I made 75 quid flogging my dad's book at school. Do you think that's a good idea? It's a brilliant idea. I've never been more popular. I even had a couple of Year 11 girls talk to me today. Year 11s. No, that doesn't mean they're your friends. You weren't there. They were dead nice to us. For the first time in my life, I feel like my dad's actually doing something good for me. And I'm going to enjoy it.
Oh, well, I hope this is a genuine emergency, because I've got 4 bags of shopping sat on my counter at home. I only had time to unpack the frozen ones, yeah. I just hope that my chicken goujons don't go funny.
It's about Mary.
Joan Crawford? Don't remind me.
You haven't spoken to this other actress yet, have you?
Well, not thus far. I was unpacking my shopping first, and then she is my next port of call.
Don't you think that's rather hasty?
You weren't there this afternoon, yeah. If I want to direct in this town again, I don't think I have any other option.
Well, we think you do. If this actress is as good as you say she is, would she be prepared to coach Mary?
Why would I ask Lewis Hamilton to teach someone to drive my Formula 1 car when I could just ask him to drive it himself?
Because for all her faults, Mary is our friend. And if you recast her, then, well, I'm afraid you'll have to find a replacement for me as well.
And, I'm afraid I would have to step down as script doctor.
Oh, I see. Mutiny, is it?
Look upon it as a I'm Spartacus moment.
I've never understood that bit personally. Why didn't they just point at a dead body and say, that's your fella, him over there, Spartacus?
Anyway, what do you think?
Well, I can't say I enjoy having a gun put to my head, but I will talk to my actress friend and ask if she'll consider mentoring Mary. But if she says no, Mary will have to make way for her. And then, no hissy-fit resignations from you two. Deal?
Deal.
I mean, I just feel guilty.
Oh, you were only trying your best.
I have managed to line the pockets of that lowlife and traumatise our daughter in the process.
Look, the way I'm seeing it is there are now 30-odd copies of that garbage lying at the bottom of the skip. That cannot be a bad outcome.
That's true. Is that you, love?
Yeah.
How was Sam?
A little geek in glasses, same as ever, but he's okay.
And are you?
A little geek in glasses.
Okay.
Yeah, just tired. Might go to bed early, if that's all right.
Of course it is, darling. Oh, okay, night-night.
Right, sleep tight. Do you buy that or what? Or do you just think she's putting on a brave face?
No idea. She's hard to read at the best of times, isn't she? Look, we just have to give her as much support as we can and pray we get through all this.
Oh. How'd gymnastics go?
Oh, I didn't know you had it in you, Stu.
It was great, thanks.
Oh.
We were doing backflips.
Oh.
Did you have a nice time at your new job?
Oh, kinda. I mean, we weren't doing backflips, but it was interesting.
Well, if you were doing backflips, I think you would deserve a hot chocolate.
Oh, me too, please, Gran.
Really?
Thank you.
What's that?
Oh, it's, Liza's week. I didn't want to be surprised again, so I asked her what after-school club she did. Give her something to talk about on the bus, which I was grateful for.
My, she is a busy girl. Street dancing, drama, tennis. It exhausts me just to read it.
I'll be fine.
Will it? You'll run yourself ragged. Have you thought of enrolling her into Weatherfield High? At least you'd lose the school run.
Yeah, but then she'd lose even more stability. No, she's not going to move school, and she's not going to miss out on a single one of these activities. That girl has had enough change and upheaval as it is.
How is he?
Yeah, he spark out. Today was a tough day.
So what happened?
I know what should have happened. Should have knocked that scumbag spark out.
I told you Harvey would just end up winding you up. I told you it'd be a waste of time.
Well, maybe it was, and maybe it wasn't, okay?
Well, it's what Sam thinks. That's the main thing.
I'm so proud of him. You know, he's so brave, so grown up. I think he was the most grown-up person in that room.
I'm not a bit surprised to hear that.
Yeah, he certainly rattled Harvey, cut him right down to size.
Really?
Yeah. He's a strong kid, you know, a real force to be reckoned with.
But did he get the answers he wanted?
Some of them, hopefully, you know, enough. Enough to make sure we never have to see that man's face again.
And now you can experience Christmas on the cobbles with the Coronation Street Tour. Go behind the scenes of your favourite street with a festive twist. Visit coronationstreettour.co.uk for more. I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here's next, but for now stay tuned as we hear from John Boyega to tell us just how fresh ITVX, the UK's freshest streaming service, really is.